Welcome to Stillness and Sound. Take a slow, deep breath and let the rest of the world drift away. Tonight, we embark on a journey to peace. Take a moment now to find that perfect place where your body feels safe, supported, and deeply, profoundly comfortable. This is your time now. The world can wait. We are beginning a gentle journey, a journey into quiet, into peace. There is no rush here. There is no destination to reach other than deep, restorative sleep. Let go of any thoughts or tasks that try to linger. Just breathe them out. Imagine now that you are a quiet traveler walking along a winding cobblestone street. The day has settled and the soft hush of twilight has fallen over the old town. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint, sweet scent of distant rain and blooming night jasmine. Your steps are unhurried, a gentle rhythm on the ancient stones. You feel a sense of peaceful solitude, a quiet contentment in simply being. There is no destination, no rush, just the quiet pleasure of the evening stroll. The street lamps begin to flicker on, casting soft, warm pools of light that chase away the last vestiges of the day. And as you round a gentle bend, you see it. Something new. Something that was not there before. Nestled between two unassuming buildings where before there had only been a forgotten alleyway, now stands a small inviting storefront. It glows with a warm interior light that seems to pulse with a gentle golden heartbeat. Above its elegant dark wooden door, a sign carved from a single piece of polished oak reads in swirling silver script, "The Nocturne Tome." Beneath it, in smaller glowing letters, the words, "Open only after dusk." A bookshop. A quiet bookshop that only appears when the day gives way to the night. A gentle curiosity stirs within you, a soft invitation to explore. You approach the door, and as you draw near, a faint, sweet aroma drifts out. It is the scent of old paper, of rich leather, and something else. Something indescribably comforting, like forgotten memories awakening. The door is slightly ajar, a sliver of golden light spilling onto the cobblestones. You push it open gently. It glides silently inward, without a creak or a sigh. You step inside, and the world outside seems to simply disappear. The air here is warm, yet fresh, carrying that same comforting scent. Soft lamplight, emanating from countless small antique lamps placed on every shelf and table, fills the space with a tender glow. There are no harsh shadows, only soft, dancing golden pools of light. The bookshop is small, yet it feels vast, filled from floor to ceiling with bookshelves. Every shelf is laden with books of every size and color, their spines gleaming softly. There are no titles visible on the spines, only soft, intricate patterns that seem to shift and shimmer in the gentle light. The floor is made of dark, polished wood, warm beneath your feet. There are a few plush velvet armchairs nestled in cozy corners, inviting you to sink in and stay for a while. A gentle, imperceptible hum fills the air. Not a sound, precisely, but a feeling of profound quietude, of waiting. You are completely alone here. There is no shopkeeper, no other customer, just you and the countless books. and the quiet, rhythmic tick-tock, soft vocal tick-tock of an unseen grandfather clock. Its sound almost a part of the stillness itself. You walk slowly, gently, between the towering shelves. Each aisle is like a new discovery, a tunnel of soft light and silent stories. Your fingers lightly trace the spines of the books. They feel strangely warm to the touch, almost alive. As you pause before a shelf filled with books bound in soft, faded blue leather, one particular volume catches your eye. It is simple, unadorned, with only a small silver crescent moon embossed on its cover. A gentle, almost imperceptible whisper seems to emanate from it, a feeling of invitation. You reach out, and your fingers close around the book. It is surprisingly light and subtly warm. As you draw it from the shelf, a soft, ethereal glow, like moonlight on water, spills from its pages. And then you hear it. A voice. Not a loud voice, not a startling voice, but a voice as soft as a falling feather, as gentle as a sigh. It is a voice you know, a voice you once loved. It is the voice of someone from your past, perhaps a cherished friend from childhood whose laughter once filled your days, or a kind mentor whose wise words guided you through difficult times. The voice is unmistakable, resonant with memory, yet imbued now with an even deeper, more profound gentleness. And it is reading. It is reading a story, but not a complex one. You close your eyes now, letting the words paint pictures within your mind. Not vivid, demanding images, but soft, hazy impressions of peace and beauty. You focus only on the sound of that beloved voice, letting its familiar cadence lull you into an even deeper state of. It's as if the voice itself is a warm, comforting blanket wrapping around you, protecting you from the chill of the outside world, from the clamor of your own thoughts. There is no need to understand every word, no need to follow a complicated plot. The comfort comes simply from the presence of the voice, the sound of someone who loved you, now reading just for you. As the voice reads on, a soft, deep contentment settles over you. You open your eyes slightly, observing the gentle magic of the bookshop around you. The air itself seems to hum with a quiet energy, a silent vibration that feels like a collective sigh of peace. Dust motes dance in the golden lamplight, tiny galaxies floating in the stillness. The shadows in the corners are soft and inviting, not menacing. Each book on the shelves seems to glow with its own internal, gentle light, a silent promise of comfort and recollection. You notice the quiet rhythm of the unseen clock again. Tick, tock, soft vocal tick-tock. So soft, so steady. It is a sound that brings a sense of timelessness, a feeling that here, in the nocturne tome, the usual rules of time and worry simply do not apply. The book in your lap continues its gentle reading. The story is now about the warmth of a freshly baked cookie crumbling softly in your hand, its sweet aroma filling a cozy kitchen on a cold day. It speaks of simple pleasures, of small joys that bring immense comfort. The voice is unwavering, a constant, soothing presence. After a time, the voice from the first book gently fades, like a distant echo, leaving you wrapped in a soft, lingering warmth. The light from the book dims, and the book itself feels cool again in your hands. You gently place it back on the shelf, feeling a quiet gratitude for the memory it rekindled. You continue your slow wander through the aisles. This time, you find yourself drawn to a shelf filled with books, bound in a deep forest green leather. One book, slightly thicker than the others, with a small brass leaf embossed on its cover, seems to call to you. As you take it from the shelf, a different glow emanates from its pages, a soft, verdant light, like sunlight filtering through leaves, and a new voice begins. This is the voice of a sibling, perhaps, or a very close friend from your youth. A voice filled with shared laughter and whispered secrets, now imbued with the same profound gentleness as the last. It is a voice that speaks of companionship, of shared adventures under summer skies, of quiet understanding. The story it reads is of building a secret fort in the woods, the rustle of leaves overhead, the feeling of damp earth, and the quiet joy of shared creation. It speaks of comfortable silences, of knowing glances, and the enduring strength of a bond that time cannot diminish. The voice is filled with that particular warmth of shared history. You feel a wave of tranquil nostalgia wash over you. You find yourself sinking into another velvet armchair, this one by a small arched window that looks out onto the silent, sleeping town. The book rests in your lap, its green light softly illuminating the space. The voice continues, weaving its tale of simple, shared moments. It describes the feeling of a quiet walk side by side, the rhythm of two sets of footsteps in harmony, the comfortable presence of another, without the need for constant conversation. It's the quiet joy of being truly understood, without words. You close your eyes again, allowing the familiar timbre of this voice to deepen your relaxation. It is a sound that evokes memories of easy companionship, of laughter that didn't need to be loud, of a peace found in another's quiet presence. The sounds of the bookshop are still only the soft tick-tock, soft vocal tick-tock of the clock, and the gentle, steady reading of this cherished voice. It is a symphony of stillness and sound, perfectly balanced, perfectly peaceful. You are not alone here, not truly. You are surrounded by echoes of love, held within the pages of these magical books. Each word is a tender whisper, guiding you deeper into slumber. The story of shared moments slowly draws to a close, the voice growing softer, almost translucent, until it finally fades like the last embers of a campfire. The green light from the book dims, leaving a soft warmth on your hands. You gently return it to its place on the shelf, feeling a quiet sense of renewal. You glance towards the window. The moon has risen higher now, casting long, silvery streaks across the polished floor. The town outside is utterly silent, a tableau of peace. The gentle hum of the bookshop feels even more profound now. It is a space where memories are not lost, but merely waiting to be softly awakened. The light from the myriad lamps seems to grow even softer, even warmer, wrapping you in a cocoon of comfort. Your gaze now falls upon a section filled with books bound in soft, deep violet leather. One book, slender and worn, with a single silver star embossed on its cover, seems to glow with a particularly gentle light. You take it from the shelf. A soft, lavender light, like the fading twilight sky, washes over your hands. And then another voice begins to read. This voice is perhaps the most gentle of all. It is the voice of a grandparent, perhaps, or a wise mentor whose words once offered guidance and unconditional love. It is a voice steeped in warmth and ancient comfort, carrying the weight of quiet wisdom. The story it reads is not of action, but of observation. It speaks of the slow unfurling of a fern in the spring, the patient growth of a tree, the steady, rhythmic turning of the seasons. It speaks of the comfort found in the cyclical nature of life, the quiet assurance that all things unfold in their own time. The voice is slow, deliberate, each word a soft blessing, a gentle affirmation of peace and acceptance. It is a voice that reminds you that you are safe, that you are loved, that all will be well. You feel a deep, abiding sense of security, a calm descending over your entire being. You close your eyes, letting the profound gentleness of this voice wash over you. It is a sound that brings with it a feeling of deep, unconditional acceptance, of a love that asks for nothing in return, simply offers its warmth. The narrative continues, weaving images of a quiet evening spent watching the stars emerge, one by one, in the velvet black sky. It speaks of the vastness of the universe and the quiet comfort of your small, precious place within it. The soft shimmer of starlight, the feeling of cool night air on your face, the profound silence of the night sky. All these sensations are gently painted by the voice. You are now drifting on a calm, silent sea of tranquility. The bookshop, with its gentle lights and hushed sounds, is your safe harbor. The voices within its pages are your guides, leading you deeper and deeper into the quietude that precedes sleep. The only sounds are the soft, steady rhythm of your own breath, and the gentle, unwavering voice of love, reading to you from the depths of time and memory. Hush, hush, subtle, soft vocal sigh. All is calm. All is still. The story of acceptance and quiet wisdom slowly, gently fades. The voice grows more translucent, more dreamlike, until it becomes a part of the quiet hum of the bookshop itself. The lavender light from the book dims, leaving only the warmth of its memory. You are no longer fully aware of the book in your lap or the chair you are in. Your body feels incredibly heavy, sinking deeper, deeper into comfort. Your mind is quiet, no longer grasping at thoughts, but simply observing the gentle flow of peace. The soft lamplight of the bookshop seems to dim even further, becoming one with the silver moonlight filtering through the windows. The shelves of books become soft, blurry shapes, like the edges of a fading dream. You are enveloped now in a profound sense of safe solitude. This bookshop, this nocturne tome, is a sacred space just for you. Here, you are free from all expectations, all demands. You are simply resting. The quiet tick-tock, soft vocal tick-tock of the unseen clock is the last anchor of sound, a gentle reminder that time itself is slowing down, preparing for your sleep. You are peaceful. You are loved. You are safe. The gentle voices linger like a soft echo in the quiet chambers of your mind, a comforting melody that guides you deeper into the waiting arms of sleep. You are drifting now beyond the bookshop, beyond the whispers, into a soft, deep, dreamless slumber. The feeling of the velvet armchair fades. The scent of old paper and gentle memories lingers, but softly, like a fading dream. You are now floating, weightless, in a vast, dark expanse of profound peace. Your breath is slow, deep, rhythmic. Every muscle in your body is completely relaxed. You are at peace. Let any remaining thoughts simply float away, like tiny leaves on a calm stream. You are safe. You are warm. You are deeply loved. Rest now, dear listener. The bookshop that only opens at night has delivered its final most precious gift, the gift of deep restorative sleep. Drift now into the soft, quiet embrace of the night. The world is still, and you are sound. Good night.